go over and talk to Brooke in Louisiana. Brooke, you're on the Bobby
Hey.
Bones Show. What's going on?
Hey, studio.
Hey.
I got a stimulus check both times, or all 3 times. And after the fact, 2 of the times, I got a letter from the White House.
After the fact.
Saying you were going to get it or asking for it back?
No, saying I was going to get it.
Okay, so it must have just shipped out of
Saying it
order.
would be direct deposited.
Yeah.
What happened to that third time?
I didn't get, well, my husband got one. I didn't get a letter. I don't know.
So do you believe these checks are going to Amy's kids? They're legit?
Yes, I do. I really do.
Why would they be getting them?
Listen, I'm getting such conflicting messages. I'm getting from people, it's fine, my kids got them. Other people are like, this is a mistake. You need to give the money back to the government. And then other people are like, your kids' identities are being stolen. What is it?
Well, don't look on Facebook. And I think that's what it is. Hey, thank you for the call, Brooke. We appreciate that.
All right, no
we'll
problem.
let Amy
All right.
figure it out. Bye-bye. Russell Dickerson, love you like I used to. We'll move off this because the phone lines are saying the same thing. It's
Just a variety of things.
It's quite the grab bag of opinions over
Right.
here. So we'll move on from this. We'll grab your calls about anything else, though. Hit us up. Bobby Bones Show. I travel a lot, and if it's Caitlin and I going somewhere for work, the first thing I do when I get into the hotel is turn that bathtub on. I take a bath.
Oh.
We were in Iowa, in like Esther City, Iowa. Esterville, maybe is what it's called. And it is an old hotel.
The one with carpet?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
There was, the bedroom was carpeted, but there was a bathtub in the bedroom, and there was carpet around the bathtub. And I was like,
Yes.
I gotta get in this bath. This is like, it's like Disneyland to me. I love a bath. And I got in, and Caitlin said, wow, that's gross. Like, why are you just hopping in some bathtub?
Yeah, I agree.
I like to take baths. Well, I got a story I'd like to read you guys about bathtubs and hotels. According to a study, if you're soaking in a hotel bathtub, you are soaking in bacteria and cleaning chemicals.
Okay,
my goodness.
thought so. Ugh.
So not good.
So you need to rinse it. You need to take it through a rinse cycle.
I do. Wait, I'm taking my butt or the bathtub? Because I will always take a bath and then take a shower just to rinse off the bath.
I know, but I'm saying before you get into the bathtub, you could do a rinse. Like you could.
That takes too long.
You could clean
I need to
it
get
out.
right in.
You could take your own scrubbing bubbles.
And make sure she doesn't see this story.
Yeah.
Because I'll never be allowed to take another bath in a hotel again. Glad you guys are here. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Lunchbox, what is the update on the celebrity letters that you sent to Carrie Underwood, Oprah Winfrey, and The Rock? You sent them as a 7-year-old. Do we have an update?
Yeah, none of them gotten back to me. That means Oprah will miss my birthday party, which I invited to her May 12th, so she won't be there.
So, but nothing back still.
Nothing has come in the mail, no correspondence whatsoever.
I would say it's probably not.
This is
gonna
starting to be a very
come.
disappointing segment.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm shocked even Carrie Underwood hasn't even responded.
Well, here's the problem. I was thinking about this because I'm sure someone has heard us talk about this and told Carrie.
Yeah.
The problem is you can't track this letter because he wrote it as a 7-year-old. He didn't say from Timmy, parentheses, it's for real, Lunchbox. So wherever this letter went, there's just a letter from a kid.
Yeah,
Right.
good point.
And then if they open it, they still don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So she has to respond to every kid that's out there in order to get back to Lunchbox.
Or she just somehow gets something to Lunchbox. I guess she needs to know his home address. You put your home address on there?
Absolutely, because then they would
Okay.
know. And
Yeah,
I know what name I put on that letter, so if they send something to me, they'll have to have my name on it.
Okay, gotcha.
My fake name.
So that makes sense why she hasn't sent a gift basket to the studio.
It doesn't
Right.
count if she does.
Right.
Exactly. I see what you're saying.
She has to respond to little Timmy, whomever it was. Were you guys watching the sky for the rocket to fall down in your yard over the weekend?
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I saw it later.
Well, China had shot off a rocket, and then they just let it go. They were like, all right, well, dum-dum-dum-dum. They basically were playing the odds, going, the Earth is 70% water. What are the odds it hits somebody?
Not good. I don't like that.
And so they shot it off, and then everyone started tracking it because nobody knew where it was going to land, and it was humongous. And so a huge piece of space junk made an uncontrolled reentry back into Earth's atmosphere Saturday night. The remnants of a Chinese rocket re-entered the atmosphere, and it crashed into the Indian Ocean. They were right.
Wow,
So
okay.
say what you want, but they were right. But it was a 23-ton Chinese rocket that they shot up and didn't care about it coming home. They were like, well, it did what it did.
Yeah. Was that irresponsible of them? Like, would we do something like that? I
We
don't
would
know.
not because we try to put ours back in certain places.
Okay.
I did watch Elon Musk on Saturday Night Live.
How was that?
I haven't watched that show in 5 years, maybe longer than that. But I stayed up, and I was up late anyway. Amy was over at Caitlin's house, and they were eating cookies and stuff.
Caitlin was over at
Your
Amy's.
house. Wait,
Whatever.
what?
Hey, it was Monday. Leave me
Like,
alone.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caitlin was over at Amy's house, and so it's kind of a later night anyway because we went to eat at like 8:30 or 9. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stay up and watch Elon Musk, and I have a little Dogecoin myself, and so I wanted to see what would happen there. And so he went on. I think it's interesting that he goes on. I know it was a little controversial, but I think it's interesting that smart guys are starting to be the superstars. You're seeing it in a couple different ways. Politicians are the new rock stars. Love or hate, they're big names now. Not just the president, but senators, congressmen and women. But also smart guys, Bill Gates, Johnny Amazon, Elon Musk.
Bezos.
Jeff
Yeah,
Bezos.
we know.
Yeah.
So, but I watched it. Listen, he's not a performer. He has a very distinct speaking style, but he also said he has Asperger's, which was the first time he'd ever said that on the show.
I didn't know that.
And so it's pretty. I watched his monologue and then like the first 5 or 6 sketches. I thought he did a pretty good job considering.
Oh, good.
Considering he's never done that before. But I was doing an interview. They were like, "How do you feel?" I know it's controversial. He's had some real hot takes about science, and I was like, "Man, if we're elevating smart people and not athletes and rock stars and rappers, like that is great for kids to see, more so than hey, learn to play a guitar, and when that's like 1 in a kabillion."
Yeah.
Right. But if you're smart and have
If
ideas
you're smart,
and
maybe you may not be
innovative-
Elon Musk, but you can have a great life if you study and put the work in there. So his mom came on. It was a whole Mother's Day thing. There you go. Your Mother's Day good?
Yeah, it was really relaxing and good, which is what I wanted. I got to watch a movie that I wanted. I got a massage. It was great. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything more. I got like some bird collars.
You put collars on birds?
Collars, like
Oh.
bird
I
collars.
thought Amy's running around with tiny little collars. that are like, the wraps on bread when you have to.
Yeah, the twist tie.
Yeah, Amy's like trying to get her a little bird.
No, I don't have my birds on a leash, but I did spend some time calling my birds, and they were responding to me.
Okay. Okay, Amy. All right, here's the deal. We're going to come back in a second. There's a list of celebrities. Are they cool or are they uncool? They had people vote. You only had two options, cool or uncool. I'll run it by you.
Okay.
We'll see how you guys feel. And we'll take your calls, 877-77-BOBBY. Back in a second. So BuzzFeed did a poll saying, hey, are these celebrities cool or not cool? You basically had to pick one or the other. There's no middle ground. They're cool or they're not cool.
Okay.
For example, Betty White.
Cool.
93% cool. She was the coolest. It's hard to hate Betty White, even
Yeah.
if you're young and don't know who Betty White is. How you going to hate on an old lady if you don't know who she is? Tom Hanks.
Cool.
91% cool. Now, those were the two that were the highest cool.
Okay.
And I'm not going to tell you what the rest are. You just give me your opinion. You're not guessing. You just give me your
All
opinion.
right, I'm just going to go with right out of the gate because I'm going to want to call them all cool because I feel bad, but go ahead.
Jeff Bezos.
Cool?
89% uncool.
Oh, really? I don't know if he's not cool. I thank him for Amazon.
Yeah, I don't know why people are mad at him unless they're just mad because he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
he doesn't really do anything to make us mad.
I mean, I don't know much about him, so
Listen,
why would he be cool? He
'cause-
seems just like a nerdy CEO.
No,
you know what I mean?
because I order something and sometimes it arrives at my doorstep that day.
I would have clicked cool on Jeff
Yeah,
Bezos.
You me too.
Because I don't know anything about him, but he did create something that I use every day.
Exactly.
And that's cool, I
That
guess.
I'm blown away by sometimes. Okay. Adele.
Cool?
90% cool. Dr. Phil.
Not cool.
87% uncool. Yeah.
I mean, especially because Scuba Steve worked for him and said, not cool.
Scuba, how many times did you actually interact with Dr. Phil?
I mean, I was pretty low in the totem pole, so I mean, one, maybe two times.
But would you see him interact with other people?
Yes, yeah.
And he wasn't the softest, warmest fella?
I mean, he's there to do a job and get it done and go home. So, I mean, he's very much to the point. Like, let's get it going. I have respect for that.
Did you ever see him melt down?
No, I never saw him melt down.
Oh, that would be crazy.
You ever see him yell at anybody?
No, I've seen him not like somebody's work or choice of words.
And then what does he do then?
He just kind of is just very stern, just like, okay, well, let's move on, or I want this, or I need that.
I didn't sound like Dr. Phil's that bad a guy.
It's just not. He's not the most like warm sun. You're not gonna go there and have a great super time. You're there to do your job and go home.
And what was your job with Dr. Phil?
I was a runner and then a PA, and then I was working to an AP, which is basically an associate producer.
Did you ever get a picture with Dr. Phil?
No, I'm not the kind of person that takes pictures with people.
Maybe like Christmas party. You're over at Philly's house.
I know. I've been to his house. It's very nice.
Would you have voted cool or uncool on Dr. Phil?
I would say he's pretty cool.
You would?
I would vote cool, yeah.
Well, hold on. What'd you go to his house for?
To drop off a check.
Oh, okay.
How much?
I didn't look at it. I followed the rules.
Did he answer the door? Was he in a towel? Did he invite you in?
That sounds like the start to something else.
All right, let's go with Steve. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The Rock.
Cool.
Yeah, 89% cool. Kid Rock.
Cool.
The most uncool of anyone listed.
Well,
Kid Rock's at 91% uncool.
he's the nicest and he's cool. So people are wrong.
Lady Gaga.
Cool.
88% cool. Justin Timberlake.
Cool.
64% uncool.
What?
Yeah, he's uncool.
Oh, wow.
I disagree. I mean, I don't know him.
I'll
but
give you a few more. Adam Levine from The Voice.
Cool.
Maroon 5. Uncool, 64%.
Okay.
Mel Gibson.
Not cool.
Not cool. They just X'd over that one. Okay, that's the deal. That's a little fun game there. What about Eddie?
Cool.
Nice. You, Bones?
Cool. Oh.
What do you think about
Why
Eddie?
would you ask? Why would you say cool like that when he's talking about me?
I thought he said, I think, because I started to wonder if he was asking
like,
me
Bobby,
about you.
That's pretty cool.
But I think he was
Kinda
asking
cool.
you if you think he's cool.
Call us 877-77 Bobby. Here's Florida Georgia line. Long live. 877-77 BOBBY. is saying if you come out and you get a vaccine, you get to drive on a track.
Oh, wow.
I'll go get a second vaccine.
Yeah.
Hit me up again in the other one. Just act like I didn't get another one. Yeah, let me go.
Do you get to go as fast as you want?
Well, you get to go. It says on Saturday, May 15th, which is this Saturday, people age 16 and older who choose to be tested and vaccinated will get the opportunity to drive their car or truck on the 2.66 mile track.
Well, if you want
they-
to crash, then it's up to you.
Right, you're in your own car.
You're in your own car.
Well, you think they're gonna let you drive a race car?
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And I thought you'd get to just go for it.
But you get to go 100.
Yeah. In your car, you can go as fast as you want. In
That's
your
my
car.
point. They're not gonna let you drive a race car. A bunch of idiots showing up. Hey, stab me with a needle. I'll go.
Dang. Okay.
I feel like there might be a lot of people, and it's going to be a caravan of cars, and you just go around like 5 miles an hour.
I would say, get it out of me. Take this vaccine out of me. That was not fun. No, I think you get to go.
Okay.
Let's hear. Here's what it says: drivers and their passengers will take 2 laps behind a pace car at highway speed.
Okay,
Okay.
so 60,
So
70.
70.
You know what? Now I'm like, don't get the vaccine.
All right. I can
I'm
do
now
that.
an anti-vax.
It probably would be cool, though.
Yes, that would be cool. But I want to go and let loose. I want to just. One time I got to drive a race car. I was here in town.
Yeah, you did.
We first moved here, and I was scared to death. I had to crawl in the window of that thing.
You didn't go very fast.
Nope, sure didn't. I'm all talking to big game, but I was like, it was just too many gears. It's way before I'm a CDL. You
Of
know,
course,
I'm
of course.
Yeah, I don't understand. On my Instagram, probably around 11 Central today, I did it over the weekend where I had 10 scratch-offs all connected, like the article said, and I scratched all of them to see how much I won. They said if you want to win the scratch-off, like the big prize, you have to buy 10 of them together. I did it.
And?
I will post it at Mr. Bobby Bones, my Instagram, at like
Oh.
11 o'clock today.
Okay.
Let's just say it was an event.
Okay.
Oh, not looking at any. I don't see any new clothes or.
No, this is a new shirt.
Oh, new shirt.
Got it for $19.99 at Zara as a T-shirt hanging up on the rack.
Okay.
So I think somebody had brought back and
It's off
returned
the
it.
rack.
Yeah, somebody returned it, and so it was just hanging up on that thing. So I bought it for $19.
Okay.
How do I look?
It was
You look
great.
good.
It
Thank
was
you
really
very
good.
much. Appreciate that. All right, I think that's it for now. Well, I made a dum-dum this weekend. We were
What?
talking. Well, we put on this festival called Bobby Fest. They go to Ticketmaster.
I was telling people that because you told me that.
Well, in Texas it was fine, but in Kansas it wasn't. They had a whole different site.
Uh-oh.
Right. So we got a lot of people that went to Ticketmaster and thought it was sold out immediately. So let me say this. I will take the blame. I'm the head of the snake. Just go to ragingidiots.com if you want to get tickets.
Well, that's easy to remember. Was it that way in the beginning, or
No.
okay?
Even the stuff I was like. So anyway, if you want tickets, we would love to have you come out. It's going to be an all-day festival. It's in September. There's still a few tickets left to each show. A little more for Wichita because I think people thought it was sold out quicker. But just go to ragingidiots.com. It's us, Russell Dickerson, Maddie, and Tay. We're going to find a local band. We're going to stuff for the kids in the daytime. Ragingidiots.com. I hope you guys come. It will be great. I am a dum-dum.
So all weekend, no one bought tickets?
Not true. No, thousands and thousands of tickets were bought.
Okay.
But you had to do extra research. And if you went to find the show in Wichita, it looked like there wasn't a show.
Got it.
All right, let's do the news.
Bobby's Big
Story.
Starbucks is considering quitting Facebook because of hateful responses to its posts.
I feel that.
Yeah, I felt that too. I never felt anything more.
Right. Go for it.
Starbucks' Facebook page is followed by 35 million people. The company promotes its beverages and thanks its staff and community. But everything they post, people get hateful. It does feel a bit like our show page, right, Morgan?
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what our show page is because there's so much hate even on good things that we do.
We're going to go, hey, man donates a kidney to a woman. And they'll be like, oh, I wonder if he wants to get with her. Well, I'll tell you about a girl I hate.
Yeah.
I hate you too, Morgan. I hate. And you're just like, what?
I'd never give you a kidney.
Yeah. I'd throw mine away before I'd give it to you. It is unhealthy to go over. I don't go to our show Facebook page, but like twice a year. But Morgan lives there, and she has to come into work all traumatized every day. Like, just spend a day on her Facebook page. But you can go. There's a lot of great content. Just don't open up the comments. Then you start to feel bad about yourself. I do that too. I'll go, when I do look, I'll be like, man, everybody hates me. Like, why am I doing a show? How come we have 1 million people following this page and every one of them hate me? Like, why are they even following the page? Am I losing it? And then it's a whole spiral.
Oh, man.
So I don't go. There was a COVID vaccination event in Erie County, Pennsylvania, where people would get a free beer for getting vaccinated, and it drew more people than all the other clinics in the county for the entire week.
Oh.
So for a free beer,
Wonder why.
they walked up and got the pop. A Florida man attached an iPhone to a robbery victim's car before using its location settings to track him down again and steal more from him.
Oh, what?
No, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't steal the guy's phone. After he robbed him, he put his phone in the car and then tracked where that car went and stole more stuff.
Wow.
Derek Maurice Erlong, 38, is accused of stalking a male shopper at the mall at Millennia in Orlando. He noticed the guy buying high-end items before he allegedly followed him to his Lexus and then put an iPhone in the undercarriage of
That's scary.
it. And so he did find my iPhone, went and stole everything.
Yeah. That's
I
terrifying.
would risk my phone. I would have put a little computer.
Maybe it was his
I would just
extra
rob him in the
one.
parking lot.
He knows he's going to get it back because he can find my iPhone. He's
I-
tracking it.
During the burglary, somebody else was shot in the burglary.
Oh.
When he went in. Investigators discovered the iPhone on the Lexus. They traced it to Erlong. He's now facing charges of second-degree murder with a firearm, home invasion. Like, it's a serious deal.
All because he was staking him out at the mall, but that's scary. Like, you're just at the mall trying to buy something nice and someone, it's like unfolds that way. It's terrifying.
Do you ever look and see if people follow you places?
No.
Or follow you home?
No, I guess now I need to.
Or take a different route occasionally?
I mean, you're supposed to. I've heard that, but I don't do it. But I've heard it's really smart to.
Yeah, I don't do it
A few
either.
days a week, switch it up, just in case you have someone stalking you.
If I do start to think about it, I always remember after I miss my turn to switch it up.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, man, I was supposed to switch it up today. I guess I won't. Yeah, that's a sucky story.
Totally.
But it's just, I bring it up as awareness to every once in a while, give yourself a look in the mirror. Look around. See if you see anyone following you, the same car behind you.
What do you say? Keep your head in a swivel?
Yes.
Keep your head up. Well, I do, but every day gets to be tough. Let's be realistic here. But when I leave work, I'm always looking around. It's usually Eddie, who's behind me.
I follow you all the way
Following me
home.
all the way home. That's the news. Thank you, guys.
Bobby's Big
Story.
All right, Sam Hunt. Breaking up was easy in the 90s. Bobby Bones Show. Call us if you want. 877-77-BOBBY. 877-77-BOBBY. Amazon guy. He will soon be the owner of a $500 million super yacht that he purchased 2 years ago. He didn't buy it done. He bought it and had him build it. They're almost done with construction. The yacht will be 470 feet long, have several decks, will come with its own support yacht, meaning he has a yacht for his yacht.
Whoa.
In other words, the yacht has a yacht. Oh, I said those words.
That's crazy.
We were watching the final episode of Secession last night of season 2, and they're in a yacht. And I was like, I've only ever been on a boat somewhat like that for Breaking Bobby Bones. It was a fishing boat, and I vomited for 2 days. And I was like, dang, do I even want to go on a boat? Because it looks fun, because they're in this big boat. And I don't know anyone who has a boat like they were on in the show, but I've never been in a boat like that. And I wonder if I would vomit in a nice boat, just like I did on the fishing boat.
Well, you do get seasick still, because I've been on a huge boat. Like a long time ago, my family went on a cruise when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And we all I had to wear those bracelets and take like the Dramamine. And yeah, I mean, you can still get motion sickness. And you're super sensitive to that.
Oh,
so
am
probably,
I? I'm super sensitive.
You are.
Yeah,
So I
am.
think you
Probably don't
still
risk
do.
it.
I think a boat's a boat, Bones. I think
Yeah,
it rocks the same
But
way.
listen, I grew up fishing my whole life, and that's great.
Right. But
Yeah.
you would think a big boat, it doesn't rock as much, but I guess you're still up and down and side
Ocean
to
versus
side.
Lake Washita. A little
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
All right, Chris Jansen, Bobby Bones Show. Good morning, everybody.
The Bobby Bones Show.
I want everybody to hold on for a second because Catherine, let's put her on real quick. Catherine in Quebec, Canada, has a story that she wants to share with us because we're talking about you drive, you look around and see if anybody's following you home. You know,
Yes.
She has a friend, or is it a friend or a coworker, Catherine?
It's a friend.
Okay, that a situation happened to her friend that was really weird. Will you wait 3 minutes and come back and tell us this all together?
Yeah.
Okay, she's gonna hold for 3 minutes.
Okay.
Can't
We will
wait.
come back. This is a personal story, and we will get into it and be freaked out.
Well, I know it's also kind of a PSA or
Yeah, whatever
FYI.
makes you feel good. Whatever makes you feel good. We will
Call it
do
whatever.
we will do that next. All right, let's go talk to Catherine in Quebec. Hey, Catherine, tell me what happened with your friend.
Well, my friend went on a Tinder date, and the guy came over, and they had a good time, and they're just talking, and he's like, well, I have to go to the bathroom. So she shows him the bathroom and whatever. He comes back, but when he was in the bathroom, he opened the window halfway to, like, for later on. So he goes back in, and she's asleep at night. He's gone. And, he opened the window, and he went into her house to go steal stuff, and she had to call the cops, and he got arrested.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, first of all, glad he just stole stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought it could get worse.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
But what are you supposed to do? Looks like a nice guy on Tinder.
Right.
Who's thinking he's going to open your window and come rob you?
No one.
Man, so if you have a stranger from Tinder over to your house, once they leave, do a
Lock
check.
the windows, yeah.
Go look at all the
Sweep the
windows,
place.
doors,
Gosh.
or maybe you don't have them at your house right away. I don't know. How does Tinder work?
But I'm sure the guy's charming.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Kind of look like an early Brad Pitt, probably.
Oh, that's what you're imagining?
I was watching these news stories about, we talked about a little bit, Ben Affleck and Chandler from Friends, Matthew Perry, how they would get on that dating app, and then people wouldn't believe it's them, so they would send them videos, be like, hey, it's really me, why'd you? We talked about it on the show, but they're both doing it, and more celebrities have been doing it.
That's funny.
It's funny, but it's kind of weird for people to call them out.
Yeah, it is. They shouldn't be doing that because I thought that's a special site where people are cool.
It's supposed to be, yes. Like, it's not cool for these Instagram people to be like, look at this video I got of Matthew Perry.
I agree.
But it's the risk you take.
Yeah.
If you're a public figure and you're sending someone a video, that is the risk you take. Not cool, but not illegal. But also, I just feel bad for these guys. Like, they're on these apps having to go, come on. We think they can just walk down the street and go, I'll have one of those, two of those.
Can't they? Because I still think that.
I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know. But those stories are weird.
I hope this guy that the caller called about, did she go back and do we leave like a bad Tinder review?
Good
Can you
question.
leave?
Catherine, how did that work out at the end? Did she ever see him again? Did she leave him a bad review?
No, she never saw him again, but, like, she's freaked out. Like, she deleted the app, and she's like, I'll meet someone one day, but, like, this is not how.
Yeah. I'd be scared because he always knows where she lives and that he had to go to jail because of her.
You know, when I was robbed, I've been physically, like, jumped a couple of times and robbed. But when my house was robbed, and we knew who it was, and I was like, okay, officer, I don't want to put him in jail because I know they know who I am. It's a whole thing. He goes, that almost never happens. He's like, they almost never go back for retaliation. It's not the mob.
Really?
Yeah, because if they do it, they're going to get caught again. And the last thing they want to do is get caught again. I had the same feeling. But I was like, Sarge, so what happens if I testify and they go to jail? Are they going to come get me afterward? And he's like, almost never happens.
Okay.
that
That's where my
almost,
brain
though?
always goes, that they're going to retaliate.
Yeah. Thank you, Catherine, for the call. Really appreciate you listening.
Thank you. Thank you guys for the nice show in the morning. You guys make my day quite great.
Well, thank you very much. You make our day great, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about me saying that? That's nice.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Catherine. Let's go to April in Alabama. April, how are you?
Hey, Bobby Bones. I'm good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. What can I do for you?
I have a question.
Sure.
So I've been seeing a commercial about the Breaking Bobby Bones show, and I would like to know a little bit more about it.
You're seeing the commercial? I haven't seen it one time.
Well, not really the commercial, but they've just been talking about it on American Idol, so I guess it really was a commercial.
They were talking about it on American Idol? What's it? Wow.
Like, who was?
Am I missing this? Was Ryan Seacrest talking about it?
That'd be cool.
Lionel?
That would be...
It was during the commercial breaks, and it was a National Geographic channel, and they were just come out and join us for, Breaking Bobby Bones.
Well, that's
so
pretty
what is it
cool.
going to be about?
I've never had anyone really support me.
I mean,
listen, there was one time on this show we had to basically pay to get our own faces on buses.
Yeah.
We never. So it's cool to have somebody actually spending money to promote, something I'm doing.
Also smart of them to put the commercials inside American Idol because they know that people are already there watching you. They recognize you and they're like, oh, the mentor from Idol, Bobby, has a show on Nat Geo.
The show is on the 31st. We'd premiere on Memorial Day, that Monday evening. And so I hope you watch it. and it's me taking on the adventures of other people who have kind of been underdogs and have had some situation in their life happen. They had to fight back from it. The first episode, I'm hanging over the Grand Canyon, 4,000 feet on ropes, and that's kind of the hook to it. But the main story is this guy Mike was in a gang, and he was in jail, and they kind of threw him away. They were like, "Hey, you're just not going to amount to anything. You've been in so much trouble." But he dug his way out of a hole and is now one of the best guys that do rope access, which is cleaning the under bridges, cleaning top of casinos, places you can't get to unless you build a rope rig and do it yourself. And so he's hanging all these crazy places. So I had to go and hang over 4,000 feet of the Grand Canyon. It was miserable. I was tired for a week after that because I didn't die. I thought I might. You've seen that one, right?
Yeah. You acted like you were really thinking you were going to die.
There was a part of me that was like, there's no way I'm doing this.
I really thought watching it, like, he's not going to do it. And it's going to be a terrible show if he doesn't do it.
I just quit 12 minutes into it.
Yeah, Breaking Bobby Bones got broke.
Yeah. And so May 31st, that's the first episode. You'll see it on Nat Geo. But that's what it is. There's a guy named Lonnie who took a shotgun blast to the face. He's completely blind. He says blackout blind. And he is a motivational speaker, and he kayaks whitewater rapids, big rapids, blind. And so I went and tried that.
That's crazy.
In Boise, Idaho. And his story is just amazing. Did you see that one?
Oh, I saw that one too. I love that one.
Yeah. So that's what it is, April. I hope you watch it. It will make you feel good, I hope. That's the goal. There's a lot of stuff in the world that don't make you feel good. We're hoping this does make you feel good. One, gives you a little sense of, man, there are good people doing good things because I'm with somebody who just has a fantastic story every time. And then two, you get to laugh at me be a dope because I'm never comfortable with this stuff. And sometimes I do good, sometimes I do bad. All right?
That's all that matters. And I wanted to say hello to Amy. Me and my children listen to the show every morning. We are big fans of the Morning Corny. Shout out, Amy.
Awesome.
And then I wanted to say hey to Ed and hey to Lunchbox. Hey, Raymundo, and hey, Scuba Steve.
Hey, everybody. Hey.
All right. April, thank you for the call.
You're welcome. You'll have a blessed day.
All right. You too. I always like when people tell me to have a blessed day. It's even better than a good day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Be blessed.
Way better.
Lee Bryce, one of them girls, Bobby Bone Show. Hit us up if you want, 877-77-BOBBY. Appreciate you guys.
This is the Bobby Bones Show. Let's go.
In the next segment, we'll do What's the Haps? We'll kind of catch up on what happened with us over the weekend. And there's a funny story about Eddie, and he is almost to the point of banning a certain song from playing in his house. It's a really good song.
Oh, it's a jam.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I can let this play in my house more than it's already has.
Oh, okay.
It may be playing at your house too.
Oh, all right. I didn't know if it was like because of words or
Well,
the message.
You'll see.
All right, we'll do that coming up next. Eddie, what song are you having to shut down from your house?
It's the Bieber song that I get my peaches down in Georgia.
Oh.
Hey, jam, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, see, this clip, it bleeps it or whatever. In my house, it doesn't bleep it. So they're playing this song, and apparently they get there from California. You know what he says there?
Weed.
Yeah, he gets his weed from California.
He goes, I get my pizza down in Georgia. I get my weed from California.
Yeah, it doesn't sound weird when you sing it, but when all my kids are walking around, I get my weed in California.
I don't even feel comfortable saying it, honestly.
Right.
I think
know.
I bleep it out myself.
And so I'm like, all right, obviously they don't know what they're saying because they're just yelling it and they're singing it loud and proud. But as a dad, I'm like, I think I need to kind of nix this one. They can't really sing this one around the house.
You know what's weird? Thinking about songs that I would sing out loud as a kid and I had no idea what they meant. But,
Oh, yeah.
But again, it didn't even teach me the bad stuff.
Have you heard Humpty Dance? Well, obviously you have. But as a kid, man, I sang that around the house all the time.
It still isn't registering that was bad.
Or this is the one that always gets me from when I was a kid. Stand back, you're dancing kind of close.
Oh, next,
I feel
too close.
a little
Yeah.
poke coming through.
Yeah. On you.
Like, what in the world? They were playing that at school dances. And, like, I mean, but it wasn't registering with me at the time that that's what that meant, right? I just thought, oh, game of pokey.
You thought they were just poking with their finger?
Listen, I don't know. I don't think I put it together.
There was a Jordan Knight song that I would play when I was a teenager on the radio. It was called Give It To You. And you go, baby, you know I will give it to you. And I was always like, what's he giving her? Like,
maybe money?
What gift is that? Yes. There are a lot of songs that we didn't understand that we have to be told now, oh, you know, that was bad. You're like, oh, yeah. You're the dad.
Well, I'm leaning towards just letting it go because they're not saying anything.
Without you telling them, they don't know.
Correct. It's like when we watch a movie and there's a curse word. They don't know that it's a curse word, so they don't repeat it. They don't even think about it or saying it. But if you bring attention to it, you risk the fact they're going to be like, ooh, that's a bad word. Okay, I can use that now.
And I think, do you think we're definitely still sensitive to the weed thing? But in California, it is legal.
No, yeah.
And do you care if your kids are singing a song about beer or whiskey or anything?
Ooh, it's a good point.
It's a great point. I thought about this because they sing the whiskey songs too all the time too, and I'm always like, that's weird, but I'm just going to let them roll with it.
Right, you probably don't censor that.
In 3 years, it's going to be legal everywhere. It's already medically available in most places. It's not already. And I've never tried it. You know, it's just, but that, is it worse than alcohol? Probably not.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Will you let your kids sing songs about beer and whiskey?
They do already sing. And I haven't banned those songs from my house.
That's a good point about the beer and whiskey stuff.
Yeah.
So let it rip.
I'm not saying let her rip. You're the dad.
You could say, make sure they understand, like, hey, kids, it's legal out there.
Just give them some Michael W. Smith and go, this is all you're listening to.
I have friends that grew up that way.
Yeah, this is it. Nothing else.
No, they like, and I enjoy listening to that song too. So I'm all like, I'm on the fence.
Good.
It is good. I get my peaches down in Georgia.
I get my from California. That's that. I took my chick up to the north, yeah.
All right, let's do What's the Haps. Go around the room, see what's going on with everybody from this weekend. I'll go first. Hey,
what's the haps?
Kaylin and I went to Oklahoma, went to Fort Gibson. Her sister had a wedding shower. I didn't go. I just went with Caitlin to accompany her. We hit turbulence so bad on the flight over there that I was just falling asleep. You know, at that point, we were like 65% asleep. I was like, and we hit turbulence, and I jumped up, reaching and grabbing for something. And Caitlin was humiliated. I was like, oh my God! I hate turbulence in an airplane. I don't fly wonder. I still am not a good flyer. And I fly all the time. And so I freaked out, and I was just a bundle of nerves. There and back.
Does she have to comfort you?
Yeah, she does. She grabs my hand and is like, hey, it's okay. But here's the trick. I know she handles turbulence really well. But I noticed her, because we hit the turbulence, is pretty bad. And I was like, and then she was like, hey, this is normal. This happens. And I look over and she's praying. And I think she's praying like, dear God, please don't let her die. And I'm like, you're praying and you're telling me it's normal. Why are you praying right now? But then she's like, I just envision us being in God's hands and laying our plane down on the runway.
Aww.
And I'm like, well, I don't. We're going to die.
That's not what you saw?
No. We went to a place called Boomerang for breakfast on maybe Saturday. And a guy who works in the area was sitting beside us like, hey, I'm a huge fan. He's a big guy, like man's man. He works out in the fields, you know. And he goes, I just want to say, you know what I liked most about the show? And I was ready for, something masculine probably. He goes, the morning corny.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I'll tell Amy. Pretty awesome. So we did that. And what else do we do this weekend? I think that's about it. It stormed for a lot of the weekend.
What did you do while she was at the shower? Hang out with Dad?
Hang out with her dad and her brother. We actually went to Chick-fil-A and picked up dinner. So we drove into Muskogee and we ordered dinner for everybody, like 7 people. And her dad was organizing all the orders and he put all the drinks in the place. And we were just in their truck. Every cup holder we were using because it was her mom, sister, brother, dad, all this. And we got back, and the only person whose food did not get put in there was her dad's.
Oh, no.
I forgot.
He did all the work.
He did all the work. He paid for it. He did all the work. And so I'm like, hey, man, I'll give you, because I don't call him by his name still.
Well,
I look at him
You're
and
a
talk.
man?
Yeah. I'm like, hey, man, hey, guy, hey, dude. I don't know what to call him.
So did you offer yours or offer to share?
I offered to share.
Okay.
And so did Caitlin's brother. I was like, I'll give you half mine. And he's like, well, I'll give you a third of mine. And so, but he just ate leftovers. And so we're all just killing some Chick-fil-A. And he's just eating like some bologna from the day before. But yeah, I still don't say his name. I'm just like, hey, I just make eye contact and talk mostly.
Man,
yeah.
dude.
I don't really even say that. I'm trying to think. I just mostly make sure there's you see me looking at you. The next words coming out of my mouth will be words spoken to you. We make that connection and then I say stuff.
Bones, I've been there, man. I was like that very beginning of our relationship, and now he's just Dad. So maybe eventually you call him Dad.
I've never called anyone Dad my whole
I
life.
know. So you're finally going to have one. He's an in-law, but you're finally going to have one.
But I think if I had called someone that ever, it would probably be easier. I just don't think that'll ever happen with me.
What's funny is I can't call him Dad in front of my dad. Like if they're together, I can't do that. That's not good.
Disrespectful?
Yeah, I don't know. It just feels weird.
But you call him Dad.
I do.
That's weird.
I always call him Dad.
I don't do that.
Very weird.
Well, let's do Amy. Hey.
Hey, what's the haps?
Amy.
So we have a walking crew that we've had for a couple of years now. Sometimes we get together for little girls' nights with no walking. And so I did that on Saturday night at my house and hosted. And we tried the Trader Joe's margarita mix for the first time. So just going to throw that out there. If you have a Trader Joe's where you live, it was pretty solid and awesome. And so it was just great, obviously, to have girl time, just to hang out. And then Bobby showed up for about 3 minutes.
The girls?
Yeah, I had no idea. My dog starts barking. He just walked right in, like we were all in the backyard.
You're in the backyard. I don't have to knock.
I know. But
if you came to my house, I would be like, Amy just barged in. I'd be like,
no, we hear barking, and then we hear, who's that guy? And then it was you.
I was picking Caitlin up voluntarily. I said, hey, I'll come get you because I knew they had margaritas at Amy's house. I was like,
that's smart.
Amy lives 7 minutes from me anyway. I was like, I'll pick you up. We'll go to dinner. And then so I went to pick Caitlin up. I hung out for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Listened to some Kenny Chesney.
Oh, yeah.
Sat with the girls.
Cool hangout.
For whatever reason, we were playing.
I don't know why Kenny Chesney was on, but he was. There was Kenny Chesney.
There is a long story, but yes, we were playing Kenny.
Yes. I'd love to hear what you guys are up to, but we're out of time.
Okay.
All right.
I tell you what, I'll give you guys 10 seconds each. Raymond just told me I had to drop a song.
Hey, what's the haps?
Eddie?
Real quick, it was my wife's birthday, and the one thing she wanted to do was go horseback riding, so we went. The whole family, we went horseback riding. We galloped the trails. It was amazing.
That's fun.
I hadn't gone in a long time, and I really enjoyed it.
You have 3 seconds.
That's it, Bones. We should go sometime. Yeah,
All right,
me know.
Hey, what's the haps?
Lunchbox?
I have to edit my language around my kids. My 1-year-old spilled the dog's bowl of water, and I yelled, son of a bee. And my 2-year-old replied, son of a bee. And I was like, uh-oh. They pick up on what you're saying now.
Yeah, they do.
There you go. That's what's the haps. Thank you very much. Hey,
what's the haps?
All right, call us if you want. 877-77 Bobby.